Hey guys, what is up? What's good? It's your girl Ashley. Welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, what I'm going to be doing is this makeup look, and I'm so obsessed with it. I'm calling it my everyday fall makeup look. Now, don't get it twisted. I don't wear this much makeup every single day. I have to put this disclaimer out there because someone out there is gonna think that I wear this much makeup every single day during the fall. But that's definitely not the case. But if I did, or if I am wearing makeup, this is probably what I would gravitate towards. It's super glam, super simple. I use like 2 products on my eyes and I look like I was beat by the gods. So if you guys like me and you guys like my channel, don't forget to press that subscribe button and also click that little bell so that you guys are notified anytime I upload a new video, which is 2 times a week, every single week. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the look. Hey guys, what is up? What's going on? So today's video is going to be kind of like an everyday fall makeup look. I really want to make this wearable. I don't want it to be too dramatic or anything like that. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is start off with my skin. I'm just going to moisturize with the Tatcha water cream. I absolutely love this. What's cool about the Tatcha water cream is that it does come with this like little spoolie connected to it, which makes it look like a little bow at the top. And I use that to kind of scoop out the product so that way I don't need to dig my claws in it, and I just find this way to be a lot more sanitary, if I do say so myself. So I am just going to pop this right back on, and then I'm going to rub this into my skin. I love this moisturizer. How many times have I said that since I started? I love this moisturizer. BTW, I am growing out my eyebrows, so if they look a little bit funky and they look a little bit uneven, just know that I completely messed up the side, so I'm trying to grow her out. She's going through some things. So now that my skin is nice and moisturized, I'm gonna move on to primer. I have 2 primers. You guys know I'm hella extra. I have the NYX Pore Filler, and then I have the Laura Mercier Hydrating Foundation Primer. My skin, it's a little dry, so I do need a little bit more hydration than usual, especially because I just recently started using acne.org once again. So I'm gonna take a pump of that, and I'm gonna apply this all over my skin for added hydration. I wanna say I got that primer as like a 500-point perk from Sephora. And guys, that primer, the Hydrating Primer by Laura Mercier, is bomb. It's really bomb. Like, it makes your skin feel so silky smooth and hydrated. So if you have dry skin, I definitely recommend that you guys check this little guy out. Well, not this little guy. This guy, it does come in a full version at Sephora. Then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the NYX Pore Filler Primer. I'm only gonna take a little bit of this stuff, so about like that much, because I'm only gonna focus it on the areas where I do have uneven skin texture, like right in this area and then like on my nose. So when I get to my nose, I like to just push it into my nose, and then I'll just rub the rest right in this area. The foundations I have in front of me are by Jouer. Now, Jouer did send these to me. I've never ever tried them on my channel, so I am gonna try it in this video. This is the Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation, and I do have it in Fawn, Latte, and Almond. I have no idea what my shade is gonna be, so we're gonna figure that out right here, right now, together. I'm mixing Fawn with a little bit of Almond. The sponge I'm gonna use is the Morphe sponge, and I'm just going to apply this all over. Holy crap, look at the coverage on this. Wow. Dang, I am impressed with the coverage on this. Do you guys see that? That is crazy to me. And I still have like so much foundation on my hand still. That's crazy. I think it's really important for you guys to note that I look porcelain. Like, looking in this mirror, my skin looks porcelain. But before we begin, I think I need to fill in my brows with the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil by Collab, because I'm looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost, literally. So I'm just gonna brush out my brows here. My eyebrows are just so busted, no eyebrow pencil could save them. Like this side, she's busted. Like, I over tweezed her, so I'm trying to grow her out, which is why she's a little bit on the hairy side. I definitely need to clean them up with a little bit of concealer, so I'm gonna go in with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This one is in the shade Medium 1 Custard. It's like one of my favorite products to prime my eyelids and underline my brows with. I don't know what it is, but I'm all here for it. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the concealer on my Anastasia concealer brush, and I'm just gonna swipe this on my eyelids. This is gonna prime my eyelids. And like I said, I'm also gonna use it to underline my brows as well, which is gonna give them more of a defined look. I'm now going to go in with the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and what I'm actually going to do with this is I'm going to use it to set down that concealer we just applied on our eyelids. It's going to act as a really nice base shadow for when I apply my other shadow. So I'm going to take an E40 blending brush by Sigma, and I am just going to dust this in my crease and also directly underneath that brow bone. Ooh, a little too much, a little too much. All right, perfect. So now that our eyelid is nice and set, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a bronzer. This bronzer is by Collab, and it is our Sun Obsession Sculpting Bronzer in the shade Major. I've been so obsessed with this bronzer. I really love to use it as like a transition shade, and I'm just applying a light layer at a time. And since I am using more of a fluffy brush, I am gonna get more of a diffused look. So it's not gonna be super duper concentrated. It's not gonna turn into like a smoky eye or anything like that, as long as you are using a fluffy brush like this. And then if you have doubts about pigmentation, I like to just take it and then just run it alongside my hand, so that way I don't get too much all at once. Because with this look, you don't want it to be too dramatic. You want to have a wash of color on the lid and then build it up in certain areas to get your desired look. So next up, I'm going to go in with our Soft Spot Sheer Blush. This one is in the shade Chatty. Love, love, love the color. And I am going for more of a monochromatic look with this look. So I am going to pick up a little bit of this. I am going to apply it towards the outer part of my eyelid. And then like I said, if you feel like you have too much on your brush, you can always just dust it on the back of your hand. I feel like that always helps. And since we don't want this to be too crazy, I feel like it's important to kind of dust off when you feel like it's necessary. Just going right back into my Sun Obsession bronzer, and I'm just adding a little bit more of that transition, so that way there is more of a seamless blend. Picking up a little bit more of that blush, I'm going to concentrate the majority of the pigment towards the base of my lash, and then I am just going to feather it into the rest of the look. So this is what I'm working with for the eyes right now. I'm going to finish off some of the face so that way I can get a feel for where I want to go with the eye. So I'm going to go in with some concealer. This is the Collab No Flaws Liquid Concealer. I'm the shade 0405, and I'm just going to apply this directly underneath my eyes. Now I'm going to try not to go too crazy just because I feel like the foundation on its own is super full coverage. So I really don't even feel like I need concealer, but I am going to apply it directly underneath my eyes right here. This is the side of my sponge that I use a foundation on, so I'm going to flip it over to blend out my concealer. I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm just going to brush some of that shadow on my lower lash line, trying to connect my upper lid with my lower lid, just so that way the shadows connect and it doesn't look like such a harsh separation. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that blush called Chatty on a flat definer brush, and I'm just going to work it on my lower lash line. Taking my pencil brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of the blush, and I'm really just going to smoke and blow out the shadow on my lower lash line. For a little bit of cleanup, I'm going to take that loose powder that we applied all over our lid in the beginning, and I'm just going to pop it on my brow bone. To set my entire face, I am just going to go in with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless powder, and I'm just going to use this to set down my foundation. Since we have yet to do that, I'm not going to bake or anything underneath my eyes. I'm just going to sweep this powder directly under here because I find that the Collab concealer does not crease on me. So now that that's done, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start bronzing up my face. The bronzer I am going to use is the one I use as my transition shade by Collab. This one is the Sun Obsession Sculpting Bronzer in the shade Major. And I am just going to use this brush by MAC. This is my 140S brush. And I'm just going to use this to add some color to the skin. I'm going to bronze even more with my Matte Radiance Baked Powder Bronzer by Laura Mercier, and this is in the shade Bronze 04. And I'm going to take it on that same MAC brush, and I'm just going to apply it directly over top Woo, yes. Yes. Gonna add a little bit of bronzer along the side of my nose to give me some definition, and I am using the Collab Sun Obsession Sculpting Bronzer in the shade Major. For highlighter today, I will be using this palette by Hourglass. This is their Ambient Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette, and I am just going to mix these two shades together, and I'm gonna pop it on the highest point of my cheekbone. Holy moly. That is very pigmented. I'm also going to take some of this highlight and I'm going to pop it in the very inner tear duct of my eye to bring and draw forth light. To tightline, I will be using my Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in the shade Blacker. I love this. I actually just like replenished this in my arsenal. Woo! I always get a little teary-eyed when I do that. Always. Never fails. Gonna use a little bit of this baby. This is the Big Shot Colossal by Shayla, and I am just going to apply this to my lashes, just blacken them up. Y'all weren't gonna tell me I had a boogie. I had a boogie right here the whole time. Y'all weren't even gonna tell me? Disgusting. Do you guys see how good my lashes look right now? I'm telling you, Big Shot don't play. Big Shot by Maybelline don't play. Oh, okay. That was a little overboard. Since this is going to be more of a monochromatic look, I am going to apply the same blush I applied on my eyes to my cheeks, but you want to apply a little bit just because this is a darker blush, so you don't want it to be like super intense. So I'm applying it to the brush and then I'm rolling it on the back of my hand just because I do want a faint wash of colors. For the lips today, I'm going to apply this lip color in 802. It's called Matte Stir Piece by L'Oreal, and I'm just going to apply this to my lips. So that's the nude. I am going to top it off with a gloss. You guys know I love glosses, so I'm going to apply this one. This is e.l.f.'s Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Champagne Glam. So I'm just going to pop it on my lips. And just like that, you guys, that is the end of this video. What'd you think? Did you like it? Let me know. Comments down below. Can you believe that I did not wear falsies? Like, who am I? I don't even know. I really don't know. But I really love this look. I hope you guys love it as well. And if you guys recreate it, don't forget to tag me over on the gram. I love seeing you guys' pictures. I love stalking your accounts, BTW. And with that, I don't have anything else to say except I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on my next one. Deuces.